Several geopolitics channels have made videos mocking North Korea's tiny economy, but here's what these channels are missing. Welcome to the first video on a series of North Korea's geopolitics, where we will do a deep dive and talk about the latest reports for geopolitics that a lot of other channels on YouTube are missing. Here's how this video will work. We'll start by going over the most recent intelligence. That's intelligence that was gathered this month in August 2021, and then we will connect the dots between this different intelligence and offer you unique insights on geopolitics that you won't find anywhere else. Now, recently, a report by South Korea's central bank revealed that North Korea's economy has suffered its biggest contraction in 23 years in 2020, as it was combated by continued UN sanctions, COVID-19 lockdown measures, and bad weather. Now, this intelligence, we have to specify that the information regarding the impact that COVID-19 is having on North Korea is very inaccurate, and a lot of the providers that are delivering intelligence to the different news agencies are, in my opinion, guessing. They don't actually have the full story. Now, gross domestic product for the isolated economy contracted 4.5% last year, in real terms, according to the Bank of Korea, which is the worst since 1997, and a reverse of 0.4% growth in 2019. And that's pretty bad, folks. Now, we have those two facts, and I want to add another fact, which is I've been reading quite a lot of reports, and these reports are covering the impact that COVID-19 and that US sanctions are having on the economy. But what they're not talking about is a recent report that was published with this was 5 months ago, and it's by the AFP, and the US charged 3 North Korean hackers for a $1.3 billion cryptocurrency attacks. Now, currently, COVID-19 is hurting North Korea's local economy, and we're seeing reports of famines and the North Korean government breaking into its military ration stockpile. But what these reports are not saying is that North Korea is actually increasing the amount of income it is generating through cyber attacks, and in particular cryptocurrency. So within the North Korean, state, you have special divisions of, foreign political assets in terms of agents who are tasked with conducting foreign operations in cyber and both physical operations. And these operatives are making a lot of money, like a lot of money through cyber attacks. And so when we sort of corroborate this information to the reports, we sort of have this mixed situation where the traditional economy and the traditional metrics that most analysts look at, which is the actual economy, they're not taking into account the impact that these cyber attacks are having in terms of North Korea is getting a significant cash flow. And this has been increasing. So in 2016, we saw the theft of $81 million from the Central Bank of Bangladesh by hackers who are strongly believed to have come from North Korea. We saw the hack of Sony Pictures 4 years earlier. And these attacks are increasing in sophistication and becoming a lot more common. So while traditional methods of income for the state, which has been heavily sanctioned by the United States, are sort of failing, we're seeing the North Korean government begin to develop asymmetrical methods of gathering income to pay for weapons, etc., and other important sort of measures they need physical cash to pay for, like liquid currency that isn't tied down to their own currency. So that's sort of my take on the geopolitical situation in North Korea, which is, they got operatives in there that are specifically targeting cryptocurrency. And these operatives, according to this latest report, are increasingly becoming very effective. They basically got over $1.3 billion in cryptocurrency attacks. And when we look at, say, the amount of coal that North Korea exports every year, I'll give that a quick search. Just to put this into perspective for you, let's see. Yeah, so let's have a look. So, North Korea is being sanctioned, but I want to actually get the amount. There we go. So, North Korea's exports for coal has generated, slightly over $400 million in 2017. So when we put that into perspective to the actual cyber attacks they've been doing targeting cryptocurrency, where they pulled in $1.3 billion, like that dwarfs their coal. That dwarfs the amount of money they're making from exporting natural resources within their coal sector. And I believe that going forward, we're going to see more sophisticated attacks by North Korea, especially with lockdowns sort of changing the way that people in the world are living in terms of having people locked down. They're doing more stuff online. They're increasingly using credit cards, debit cards, online banking compared to, say, cash purchases. This gives North Korea additional attack vectors for them to exploit. And according to these articles, they are exploiting these attack vectors very efficiently. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I'm going to continue giving you my gut reaction on geopolitics, because when I look on YouTube, I see a lot of videos and they're very professional, they're very scripted, but they miss a lot of this raw information. They're not willing to take risks, they're not willing to sort of go beyond the very factual information and start connecting those dots, because that's where the real cutting edge information comes from. I see channels on North Korea that are reporting on information that's 5-6 years old. It's not relevant. It's not relevant, and these channels are not actually informing people that the situation has changed dramatically. So if you enjoy these off the cuff, these sort of unscripted to an extent videos, we script the first part, we go unscripted on the second part. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, share, and let's go take this channel and get it up there. Take care, folks. Bye.